Opera SM here with a deck tech for the HxB top node. I believe the secondaries are summon 5 or more artifact or human creatures and destroy 5 or more creatures. I've learned a Nissa 5 deck using the ultimate ability with the Reclaim Zendikar token that lets you keep recurring creatures that have died in your graveyard back to hand based on black and green gems. Has been great for that with a heavy control build. And there is a great human for this, Demon's Disciple, that when it enters the battlefield, destroy the first creature each player controls if they can't destroy Vanguard support they control. So deck in general is based around trying to recur this guy, looping him through the graveyard. It's great to help control your opponent's board as you're trying to go off. But we have a lot of other things in this deck. Nylea Keen-Eyed, which helps us get more of these out as we need them. Nissa's Revelation, which just helps us dig into the combo pieces, give us a little life. A lot of ways to control the board. Ruinous Ultimatum, the Great Aurora, and Mythos of Nethroi to all kill opposing creatures and or supports. The Great Aurora can also kill your own creatures or supports. You have to be careful about that for certain aspects of that, which I'll get to later. Athreos is our damage cog to make the combo happen. So you want to get Athreos, God of Passage, on the board before you activate Nissa 5's ultimate, and then that will allow triggers to happen such that Athreos will deal 6 damage every time Demon's Disciple kills itself and then comes back. What else is in this deck? We've got green conversion as well. We've got Nissa's Pilgrimage, because as a common, this is amazing. You can convert 2 to green there. Castle Garbrig, and turn Timber Symbiosis to find things, get a convert 3 green, and bump up your green mana bonus. But those all, along with the Reclamation of Reclaimed Zendikar. When a creature dies, the first creature in your hand gets plus Y in reach, where Y is the number of green gems, so that's what we're going to do. Big thanks and shout out to Chris. He is a Nissa 5 master, and he helped kind of me understand Nissa 5 a lot better than I did, so huge props, Chris, for helping me understand and try to tune this deck a little bit. But so basically what we're trying to do is control the board until we can get up to Nissa's 5's ultimate, cast an Athreos God of Passage, 1 turn, then activate Nissa 5's ultimate, and then keep looping to deal 6 damage a turn as we loop with Demon's Disciple. So that's how the deck works. Let's go ahead and play it in Training Ground Standard. I need to practice this a little bit to make sure I remember how the deck runs. But we'll show you how it works in action here. So if I remember correctly, Nissa's mana bonuses are good green and black. Yep, +4 to green and black, and then +2 to blue, and then white and green are less good. Garrick is +4 to green and black and +2 to red. Yeah, and then minus to white and blue. So we'll take these into account as we're going through here. So let's see what our opening hand is. We have a God of Passage. We have the Great Aurora. So probably what I'm going to do, since we have multiple sorts of wrath effects in this deck for both creatures and supports, or a little point removal with Mythos of Nethroi, which is one of the... Mythos of Nethroi is fantastic. Like, it's just great in general to be able to kill a creature and or support non-targeted. So what we're probably going to do is actually just try to bait the opponent into committing to the board a lot, and then cast the Great Aurora, and then have an Athreos and hopefully other things ready soon to cast after that. So with this board, we can get a black match or a green match several different ways. One of those is probably the best. Trying to think of if we can get good cascades one way or another. We have 2 ways to get black matches, 1 way to get a green match. This is actually pretty interesting. Not sure here. We can actually get a black match plus a red match. I think I'm going to do that. Not sure. Haven't thought too much, and we got some good fortunate cascades, which is good. Bryce takes forever trying to do things. Oh, we got another Athreos. Well, we don't need that, but we're going to start charging them up and see what we can do here. So now we've got a green match we could make into a loyalty match, which is great because that helps us get towards where we're going without looking too much more at the board. I don't think there's anything much better than that. Nice, we're getting some fantastic cascades, so this is awesome. Okay, the opponent did a pathway, the green-black pathway. Okay, this is great that we got the Disciple, because that's what we wanted, and we've been very fortunate. We're already up to 12 loyalty, and we need to get to 18 loyalty for that. So basically what we want to do is make sure we have one Disciple to cast and kill, and get an Athreos out, and then get the ultimate out after we've cast the Athreos and have one guy in our graveyard. I think that'll be enough to actually loop, because I think if we get one Demon's Disciple in the graveyard after we have Athreos out, and then get the ultimate out the next turn, then cast Demon's Disciple, we should be in pretty good shape. Since we have so many Athreos, I'm going to put one out in case we need to fish out Enchantment Destruction from the opponent. I think that's the right thing to do here. On a buncher, I'm just going to take the black match here and see what happens. Maybe I should have taken loyalty to try to get to the ultimate faster. Not sure. Nylea's in here in general just because it's great that it helps fetch out those DDs. And if it's you haven't found the combo pieces, it's nice to get multiple Demon's Disciples out grabbing mana so you can help control the board. So we're gonna let's see what we can do here. We're at 13 loyalty. Can take a blue match, we can take a loyalty match, several blue matches or loyalty matches. Not sure what the best thing to do is here. Weirdly enough, I'm actually going to just take this loyalty match to try to get there sooner with the ultimate. It may be the wrong thing to do, but I'm not trying to overthink this and just get her done to make sure that we can make this work. So right now we are at 16 loyalty. We need to get up to 18. So can do white, blue, black. Let's take this black match, hope to get a white above it. A green, nice. So we got up to the loyalty. That's fantastic. That actually worked super well. So, all right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green gems, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black gems. So I don't think we need to cast the Great Aurora now, because, well, we could to just kill all their... No, we don't want to, because we have an Athreos. This on the board, again, you have to be careful with the Great Aurora here, because it will kill some of your crap. So what we need to make sure is we get the ultimate out, and we don't want to cast it at that point. So we still have, we have Nylea and we have Athreos, most importantly, and then we have Reclaim Zendikon. It's important you have Athreos got a passage out before Reclaim Zendikon, because you need that to stack in order to deal damage. But now I think we should actually just be able to cast our Demon's Disciples and start comboing off. So this is pretty great. So we'll make a match and we'll watch the fireworks happen. So Demon's Disciple will kill itself. We deal 6 to Greg. And then how this is all set up, we'll get, some mana there. But when we cast stuff and stuff dies, we'll have enough to continue looping here. And you'll see we'll just keep going until Greg is dead of dealing 6 at a time to the opponent. And while we're doing this, we are summoning humans. The Demon's Disciple is a human cleric. And we are killing the thing, so we will do way more than 5 summon way more than 5 humans or artifacts and creatures, and kill a bunch of our own Demon's Disciples. Hopefully this is helpful to you. I'll try to do another video. There was a deck I had previously. I know Athreos got a Passage's Masterpiece, and for those with limited collections, it's harder to make things work. But do not fret, there's actually a common you can use to make this work. It takes a lot longer to win because Athreos requires, Athreos will deal 6 each iteration of this loop. Bastion of Remembrance, the white-black common, can do a similar thing with this, but it only deals 1 damage at a time. So it takes probably more than 6 times longer, because not only does it deal damage, but it gains you life as well. So with those animations, it's tough. If I remember correctly, it's like, it's something bad. It's real bad. It's terrible, as Charles Barkley would say. But it's, I think you get 7 or 8 damage per loop control prompt you get, but it can work just as well as this. You just have to sit for a long time, but put on a TV episode and then watch something and just keep your phone awake. But Bastion of Remembrance can absolutely work almost just as well. You'd have to kill those tokens first, but you can make it work. But hopefully this was helpful to you all in the potential Nissa 5 deck for the top node of HxB this weekend. If anyone is interested in learning more and talking about this, we're having some pretty great discussions in our FTA Slack chat going on. So if you'd like to be invited or play for one of our teams, either or, you don't even have to play for our teams. Anyone who's interested in the game, we'd love to have you chatting and talking with us. We'd just love to discuss the game. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys this weekend. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or if you'd like an invite to the Slack, send a message or an email to goblinpile@gmail.com, and we can get you into our Slack. All right, take care, everyone.